Alrighty guys, this is my second attempt at Gone Home. I tried it last night, but my microphone wasn't set loud enough so you can hear a word I was saying. It kind of sucked. So we are going to redo it, and it will be okay. Here we go.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
So yesterday, when I played this game, it was a blind playthrough. But this time it's not. So, June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. Oh, okay. So, 1995 is kind of important, so remember that. Oh look, it's a duck. That was $6. Sorry, Mr. Duck. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna let you know while I play this game is I am a Nazi about doors. Okay, so Katie, Green Rare, I don't even know how to say that. Green Green Barrar. We'll say Green Barrar. Alright. Destination Portland. So she's from Portland. And that is June 6th, that's the day before. So okay, again, let's read this note. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. Oh, Mom and Dad. We'll see each other again Sunday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Sam's little sister, just so you know. So let's see. Turn on all of the lights. All of them. Okay, let's start over there. So they just moved. So this is the new house. Okay, well, the Psycho house, apparently. And it costed them almost $3,000 to move, which is insane.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
So Sam's story plays out through journals that you find, well, that you unlock really, by playing further, finding more clues in the game. I guess that's Mom. She is a Tacoma County Forest Service. Senior conservatist. Okay, cool. Goodfellow High School. St. Sam's. That's her new school. Oops, am I spoiling things? I need to stop. This is the itinerary of Katie's trip, her little Euro trip. Or worldwide trip. I'll go ahead and play the messages. This is important to listen to this.
Hello? Sam! Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Sam, Dan from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come back to see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel's a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place was because he had a Nintendo when we were little. Okay. Alright, Sam. Okay, so this is the happy little family. Katie, Sam, Dad, Mom. Oscar Mason died peacefully last month at his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8, 1933 in the house that would be his home the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. The service will be held on Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew Terrence, as well as his as in spirit the people in Boone County who he provided wellness and comfort. Okay. This is someone who's not in the family. From this picture, pink hair, military. Their name is DeSoto. They got it. Remember that will be important. And this is something that Katie sent back. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Persian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm not French. I'm sorry, I butchered that. I'm going to have lots of film developed when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back sometime for the Shakespeare Book Company. Since you're my favorite sister, love you all, Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam, with the new address, which she commented, which is weird because she's not used to writing to that address. Welcome, new students. I can't hear with the echo of my headphones. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of class so you can get right into the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. One line note, which means 6 class periods. Remember that. So there's 6 folders. One lined notebook per period, or one larger notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black, and 6 pencils. 1 box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock for your sound locker, nutritious lunch or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for your first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon again. Welcome, Beth Valance, the principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, And there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Poor kid. First day of school, she's already getting bullied. You see, I didn't really get bullied all that much in high school. And I was gay. So. Was, and killing of JFK. The theory. This is Dad's office. Back to basics. Set the Dallas night again. You can do better. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Yada 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 yada. He's a JFK conspiracy theorist. Alright, so this is something he was writing. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness, a purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. Sounds like a review he was writing. Okay, so I can't hold her or anything in these. That was important. Oh, I need that. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts. Even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked from the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glasses of the space station, Archimedes or whatever. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. Oh, there's 3 pages. Okay. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk. Despite not having touched a drop in hours, he vomited to his feet. His bare feet. He stared for a moment. And then it's all crossed out. Processing his sick flecked toenails, scanning up his bare skin, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. Fabric that... I can't read with all those things on it. The fabric that's strained at the seams contained her generous bosom was as in with a what the fuck matter transference operator. So that was, I don't even know what that means. John also had crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before, but now, man, they needed him. Now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it so he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there on the bridge of the... What the hell? He's been clearly drinking. I'm not even gonna attempt to finish reading that. So that was him getting pissed off at himself. Yeah, there's the class he's drinking from. Getting pissed off at himself for not being able to write what he wanted to write. Okay, let's see. So there's something in here. So this is an inspection sheet. Because they just moved in. That again. So this is him making suggestions for a. He's a writer, apparently, clearly. He's trying to make up a name for his new book. Stranger Under My Roof, that's selling for teenagers. So apparently they're having problems with their teenager. Think about that for a second. David asked me to write you in regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more terrible than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and from an unusable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers from home theater Ficando want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not reminiscence of your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would be willing to half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's your boss, so I'm giving you one more shot. I'll just say so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. So he's been writing reviews lately, and that right there is a code combination to a lock we will be finding later. So remember, 0415 or 451. I'm sorry. And where is it? There it is. Dear Mr. Manson, please find and close your original documents and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm in this important matter. The will and testament, Oscar Mason. I, Oscar Mason, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare that this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, and I, unmarried, have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts in my name to any creditors, living or dead. 3. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwellings surrounding acres located in Arbor Hills, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew, Terrence, of Ellis County. In the event that said Terrence should predecease me, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Then, and in such event, the bequest of him shall fall, and same as bequest to his children, as order by age and competence as stewards of the state. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973. Signed, Oscar Mason. Alright, and this is the original written letter. So on to the next area. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. At the back behind you wave at me if you get this and right back. Hi Tommy, yes, I'm Samantha and I'm new. What's up? I just thought that since you're new, maybe you could use friends. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes or no? She circles no. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? What a bitch. No door, which is gonna drive me crazy.
This is a severe weather warning. Rain conditions affecting the following counties.
First book. You've been a talker and everything, like my editor, and pipeline. I know. There's too much review work to go around. It's more than that's what I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter, what's the meaning of pipeline? What's the meaning of this word? Writing stereo reviews. Sitting home with Glasses conscious and smart and right up how it sounds. I believe it's a tip of a mag that I've included some of the mag used as examples of the years and central channels for editing, so that your whole college account. Might use the dry stuff, do it.
Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors. Secure all windows and doors.
Under the Edge of the World, Samantha, Grade Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Algebra looked off at the ocean. It ran forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard the cannon fire. Boom! It was a black pirate ship. She yelled, she yelled, I thought we'd lost him at Force Island. The first mate said, looks like you thought too soon. The black pirate ship came up alongside. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled, Captain Algebra, you'll never find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar. Captain Algebra yelled back. Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? The first mate yelled out. We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find at the edge of the world, and you'll see your father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Algebra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. So this was Sam's first little short story.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds with torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Astoria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are...
Sam thought this might help, Dad.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
So this is David from Hi-Fi Magazine, giving him a free audio player for him to review. I'm not going to read it. If you want to, take a second. Alright, so something that I didn't talk about yet. Poltergeists and hauntings. This entire game makes me think that there's gonna be ghosts popping out somewhere. And since this is the home of a dead man, it's easy to see that. And I'm playing during the day, so it's a lot less scary. Because I'm a little bitch. Some stuff from the mall. I just throw on the floor, like Yoshima. Her dad seems a little more understanding what she's going through. Alright. The bar. Oh, I hate that fucking creaking. Takes me out. Ridiculous amount of his first book. Well, his first and his second one. This is. Yeah, I can't pick him up. A big ass house too. Shit. Folder number 1. Let's read this assignment. This is some crazy shit. Okay, get ready for it. So, in the homework, they give you 2 stories. You have to write a story A or B, yada yada yada, explaining how either the menstrual cycle works or the testicles work. So it's a human growth and development project. Remember, these kids are in high school. Alright. Let's see if I can read this better than I did yesterday, because I butchered it yesterday. Let's see. The early morning of September 1st, 1937, Essa stares out the window of a train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village in Poland. I'm not even going to pretend to know how to say that word. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear, I can't say his name, so I'm going to call him Beau, the boy she's engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As this train approaches its destination, her heart races, the lining of the uterus gets thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathering crowd. And there, her dear Beau, sitting in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovaries release the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tubes. Over the wheezing of the steam engine, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Think about that. A deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistle sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs reach out towards her dear Beau across the crowd. Her eyes locked and the moment freezes. The flash and the smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault of the by the German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown were killed. The rest include Essa and, for a time, Beau, held in the half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Beau loses his grip on life. Essa has given up on her rations to keep Beau alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is no longer needed for the pregnancy, it comes out of the vagina. So, menstrual cycle. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It's incredible how a female body just knows how to prepare for pregnancy. So she gets in trouble, and the teacher says, "See me." Angsty little high school girl. Go figure. record player. To the 90s, folks.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through.
Someone's been drinking a lot of shots.
Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could
And a
to
letter.
keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my
Dearest Green
mind.
Bear, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to the Accidental Current. Alright. Despite the low sales of Accidental Survivor, we went ahead
I'm
and
right here
went
looking at you, honey. If it
went
ain't me, it's
ahead with
my
the publication of the
shadow.
second book.
You think I
And hopefully
sent you far away?
However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series has been
Gotta cut the
It's been a pleasure working as your publisher. We wish you, John
I left my
Russell,
trunk in
and John
town.
Russell, the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely,
Thought I killed
Tom
the
Fritz,
prey
publisher Mercury Books.
for you.
I
So
hear
he
you.
lost his publication,
Does my heart a grave
which sucks.
for you? Your kisses keep on haunting me. Their memory won't let me be.
Yeah.
I got a need for you.
I wish you had a weed for me.
Oh, tell me why.
Bunch of coupons. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sam. Hi, Lonnie. So you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon? That'd be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home if too so hopeful. That's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet up in the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. L. And that's you. And some Street Fighter Hadouken stuff.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Katie, please, whatever you found. Don't tell Mom and Dad. Got it. Note. Take note of that. Something in the attic that's very important. Alright, so we are done with this out of the house. There is no run button. Which sucks. Basement. I'm so excited to go to it. Said no one ever. Did I lose it? Direction to work from new home. Travel time 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's insane. So, Mom's not liking the new house names. What's that? Coupon, okay. I'm sorry, I spelled that really fast. A sugar skull, kinda cool. Made in Mexico. Okay, this is Carol, Mom's friend from work. It's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm we shared freshman year when we were miserably fascinating about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I should. Yeah, I'd play them right about now too. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split love we're having since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg, which I guess is a place somewhere in Idaho or Washington or something. We just got a new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, write me back soon. I miss you, Rumi, Carol. So old college buddy. Carol's, who is Mom's friend. Okay. I think that door's locked here, yep. Okay. Off to see the upstairs. Yay, darkness. Scheduled burn for Boone County. Mom's named in the newspaper, so she's really excited about that. Scheduled burning, remember that. Weekly planner. Monday, couples bowling. Wednesday, cooking class. Friday, ballroom dancing. Monday, couples bowling. Everything's the same. Monday, couples bowling. Oh my god, they freak out. Cook a big meal for Jerry and Sam. Terry and Sam. Kelowna County Forestry Service. Notice the personal transfer, so she's trying to transfer, it looks like, to the upcoming prescribed brand operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station National Forest, effective that date, September 2nd, 1994. Please see attached personal file. Overseeing Officer Flint Forestry Station, the senior conservationist Janice Brandbearer is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, yada yada. Okay. So, Mom's a big shot. And if I take this back to the cassette, maybe I'll unlock a note. Maybe I unlock a note.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know. I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Finally finding a place that she fits in. She's very fond of this Lonnie girl. Sam, stop leaving every damn light on in the house. You're bad as your sister. Yeah, I do leave every light on in the house. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Okay, Paul. Ooh, girl. Stealing people's shit. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Granbar, is 17 years old and am therefore independent, fully functioning human being. 17-year-olds do think that. The fact that you still forbid me from going to the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you are allowing her to go all the way across the ocean to another country on her continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Sam. Angsty little brat. Angsty. I don't want to care about that. No. Door, turn off the TV. Look, things are missing. Clean up your room, shit. Sure. Okay. Street Fighter stuff. I don't see Street Fighter anywhere. Let's see what we got in these doors. Come back up.
We're so cool, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
This is the one me and Dad are building. Want to show this for a while this fun. Hi Lonnie, I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. That's what all the cool kids are doing, I decided. Bring me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a real good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their beepers. Okay. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't have this on a beeper. Little cat. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added to the background. It was so good that I've added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like that. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking for Mr. Parrish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame. Like his secret shame is that he watches 90, 21, religiously. I don't even know what that means. 90210. Duh. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'll ask him about this after class. He says he doesn't have cats. Also, he's never watched 90210. But I could see in his eyes he was lying. Little brats. Okay, and we have a locker, and we need another combination. And what does this say? I think we had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? He could not be bleeding my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some latte. Gross. Yeah. Okay. Oh, those are the coolest. I totes still have those. Not in my room right now, but they exist somewhere in my house. I'll probably put them back up because I love them. Alright, so chapter 2 of her Captain Algebra series. Captain Algebra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and her first mate on their own now grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the silk. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Algebra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind. Leading their way back to the entrance, from further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer and turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice, his hair, The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Algebra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for the moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon the rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin in the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotten robes, the king was hunched over a blue orb, topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flown in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulling into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter behind the king. A long staircase hewn from the rock led down into the chamber from the passage at the top. Algebra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will take his attention. I will draw his attention, and then you." The first mate interrupted. "No, I'm smaller and quicker, and you know the dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up a silk line, all traced by this invisible thread, of course. Algebra said, "It was a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged thrills. The first mate tied the shining thread into to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Algebra waited. Stared vigilantly across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no. No, the singing stopped. The king turned and began to walk up the stairs. Algebra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried to tug on the line, to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passage. She skid to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Algebra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Algebra heard the first mate screaming. She was already running towards the sound. The line of the Algebra went taut. She shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Algebra ran, she was gathering line, twisting around her arm. She came to its end, unbreakable thread dangling limply. Its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. So that was chapter 2 of Captain Algebra and the first mate. Really? Let's throw that over there. What's this? Crab buck. Holy Bible. Very 90s. But that looks like blood. I wish I could be more surprised for you guys, but I already know what it is. It's hair dye!
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
On to the next. Weirdly intimate about dyeing hair. ... Okay, here we go. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom was supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I just can't ditch out on it I can just ditch out on a proper way. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? And am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Ted wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Alright, see you then. Now, I don't know so much about... It's creepy as fuck. Pulp Fiction, but it's good. So, remember they had that huge dinner plan with Dad and Sam, so Mom's gonna be pissed. Moms often are pissed about children bailing on dinner. Mom and Dad's room, and it looks fucked up because Sam robbed that shit. Postcard. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Chanel. This is my second passage through the Chanel. I'm on my way back from London, and this time going to the Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but it was too exciting about the Chanel. London was great, Dad. I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. All you wanted to come back here to to the port we go. That one was last important. Holy Bible. No intervention. This looks like Dad's side. Ha! Ha ha ha. Oh, barf. I'm gonna put it right there. Say Mom. What it do? Looks like their VHS tapes were stolen also. Take your time, I'm glad to have it in such good hands. Rick. That's not Dad's name. A collection of poems. Mom is a slutty bitch cheater. Oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel, but Bob and I have head over. I can't even hear. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your lives in the same house. The kids grow up. They go away. I'm sorry it isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over what's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, it sounds a little quite like the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new manager they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write me some letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Carol. You fucking enabling bitch. Enabling bitch. Oh, your husband's in a slump? I think it's a good idea that you see other people. Fucking cunt. That is a letter that I didn't notice from last time. Okay, so those don't open. This does. Band-aids. What is that? Grab shit. I didn't get them before. Retron. I don't think there's anything in here. Doesn't have blood in it though. After the honeymoon. Ugh. Yeah, y'all need that. Y'all need Jesus. Whatevs. Fuck that shit. It's kind of cool that they have this kind of thing. I am jelly. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if the red lights are on. All this fucking creepy ass house needs. It's a dark room. Katie, Mom and Dad were gonna make up the guest room for you and stay over the summer, but you came home in such a short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. So. It's not like she went to college, guys. She's like on a fucking Euro trip. These are ribbons for the military. So if you didn't think it was cool before, now you do. Oh, Lonnie. What a silly thought. Composition notebook. Sam's ghost hunting journal. Oh. Sightings journal. This is a lot scarier the first time I played it. August 31st, 1994. 1:19 a.m. A tall shadow upstairs hall. Went around the corner and no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing eyeglasses. September 3rd, 1994. 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bathroom, bottom of the stairs. I said hello. Did not investigate, probably the furnace. September 9th, 1994, till 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from the carton in the fridge. It was swelled. Pretty sure I read somewhere that spirits can sour milk. That was just bought yesterday. Ooh, woo! Almost ghost milk. That's cute. October 9th, 1994, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We built a protective pillow for it. October 22nd, 1994, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I are employing our Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. October 28th, 1994, 10 p.m. until October 29th, 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premise, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, successful nights. She got that. She got that good. That's why.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
I really wish I would live here. Ooh, fancy. So that's sewing room. There's a ghost gonna pop out. That's the Betsy. Oh, another folder. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner. I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. It's between the closet in the library and the bathroom, well, next to the bathroom in Mom and Dad's room. Okay. Oh my god, I have to see this. You're skipping 6. They are really good artists. I just want to throw that out there. Your costume, my costume, L. So, L is a really good artist. And they made this costume, and it's really cute. Look at them. How cute. Stuff. Can't get there yet. Okay, let's go. So it's in Mom's bedroom. I felt that could bullshit. Just why not? So keep in mind that Mom thinks she's a perfect Christian. There are also hidden panels. Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigated a lot. Hidden panels found in the library, upstairs, foyer, evidence of supernatural, discovered 0. The search continues. So they have been added to the map as well as purple X's. These are just old newspaper clippings. There's nothing else really in here, but it is kind of cool to look at all these old things. Those pants, y'all. Jesus Christ, I saw someone sitting in that chair. Can't handle this shit. Oh, yeah, I'm Uncle Oscar. Let's see. This fits.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Bohemian Love Story. Part 3 of Miss Samantha's book. Algebra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves in from their perch in the high forest branches. 4 feet away, sunlight shone brightly up the inner icy walls of the glacier basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lusciousness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Algebra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry," Algebra's party followed behind. We're moving quietly as they breezed through the greenery. Algebra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Amazonian queen up in her pedestal, reaching for her lover, but she dropped the first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Algebra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge. A head, of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders, sleeves up to coast, soaking wet. But as the figure stood in the water poured down, Algebra saw the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, and the hair, and the hands, and the body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate, she spoke in a soft, clear voice. Captain? The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Algebra drew her magical flintlock pistol from the belt, and the crew readied their swords. Algebra glared into Queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Dang! Confessing love. Alright, so this is part of the combination for Sam's room. Okay, so gotta find the other piece. Okay, but let's say that other one was. Okay, we saw the one in the library, the one next to the hand. Is there one upstairs? Oh yeah, there it is. Fuck, your creaky bullshit. So there's the other part of the lock combination. A keyboard and a note. This is what they read. Hello? Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To calm Dad. They freaked out, screamed, and ran away. I think it was 5. 1 code. There we go. How you can find that out is you press 2 and go to items. But I played this already, so I know what it was. Okay, so pack of cigarettes, little shits on smoking, little brat. So this is Lonnie.
Lonnie came over today.
She is
But
fucking adorable.
everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me over to your abode for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoy the potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long. It was pretty funny how impossible it was for your dad to not be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confident, Lonnie. Fancy. Fancy man. Quite fancy. Dear Miss DeSoto, which is Lonnie, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciate the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime. Same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Miss Madame Samantha Grunner, blah 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 blah. I can't say that last name correctly, but you know, whatevs. What's up with the chips? Delicious potato chips. Oh, is there something on it? No. Okay. Ooh, look. Aww. in love.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
They say they love each other. Creepy furnace. Oh. I think that's Grandpa. Books. Alright, so Grandpa had a PhD. Congratulations, I'm pleased to inform you that your admission to the writing track to the Reed College summer program for the youth scholars for this 1990th session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition fees. The attached document delineates your schedule, options, secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded for exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission, and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. So she was accepted to her little summer program and had a shot at a full run.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Okay, nothing good over there. Oh. Okay, this is from Dad or their grandpa. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending me sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of which he holds dear and which he fears. And with this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal alone was needlessly clouded by some cliches, by some genre cliches and some impulsive demeanor, science fictional DX machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu clear and home, honest tones, and lens crystals, blah blah blah. I congratulate you on your on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured the readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. Ooh. Your father's love and encouragement. Whatever. Asshole. So they're all a bunch of jerks to each other. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Okay, so there's a record in here somewhere. There it is. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson is one. Well, so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I need you to be able to tell. You love Mexico. I think probably. Nation here is totally different than I'm back home. I kept thinking about algebra, the first base, lost on a mysterious island with it. The plans are not to get them. Then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together, and I said the same too. I lie here in bed and always out and I will sleep. I'm trying to stand up and we're together again. I haven't done it yet, okay? But fuck. Okay, and then fuck that. The last letter got to me the day before we started coming back. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, yeah, take me on a couple further. This has spend so much time in the dark room. Te amor, Lonnie. Ooh, dark room. Ooh. Okay, this part, they're going to flash it away, so if you want to read it, you're going to want to pause right here. It's like a drug. The first time I was in my room in the middle of the night, I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13 and her face was spectral in the dim red light. And it won't let me read it anymore. Oh, I hate it. Mama, let me read it. Girl Scouts, the band formerly known as the Cub Scouts. Set list, yada yada yada.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Oh, she's proud of her girlfriend. Yes, I can call her a girlfriend because I can. So get the fuck over it. What is this? Are these ashes? Is that an urn? Why does the top come off? Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Wanama Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone's running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are. You are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop and oh shit, here you come, Lonnie.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost.
Multnomah.
Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
That was the last little newspaper clipping was talking about changing of ownership of the pharmacy that Oscar owned. Oscar is the uncle, of course, that is supposedly haunting this house. And this is really creepy, I think. We're in Katie's room. This is another combination we need to get, and in my last playthrough I never got it. costume skeletons, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy, the Psycho House Girl. The cool stuff about being a Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinks you don't know they're looking at you. And whispering as you walk past them because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. It's a lie to mom to dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Record.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay. So this was a letter from the principal. Dear Miss Greenbrier, and this is going to Sam. I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing the letter. It shows initiative and it's well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that the Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished in their part of the incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there is no convincing evidence as to whom might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I should suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Sincerely, Principal Grossman. So, essentially, she's hating on this poor little girl, and she's going to punish this little girl because she's gay, but no one else is going to get in trouble for fucking up her locker. Welcome to the world. Finally get to open this door. So on with the lights. Your honey angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. Yes, it's gonna need it. They're crazy Christian people. Offer a promotion. Dear head conservative screen bearer, due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of regional conservation management director, and responsibility for operations throughout northern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at Flint National Forest. Your new position would be at the Regional Management Building, located on 128 Bullhorn Road, which should be much more convenient for you on a daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Signed, Bruce Hiddleton. Oh, look. Another folder, and another folder with a note. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom is being such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her force is like an hour away, and then when she comes home, she takes it out all on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family. She knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and free-willing lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't be complaining. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho-Christian, and her husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him, is her external punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? And then apparently that means hell no. Okay. Go ahead and leave that open. And we got a note. Tickets. Tickets for fire. What is this? What is this? Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 in American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Lonnie. Treasured always. That is the skull we have in the foyer. Apparently, it was from Lonnie. This is a video game, so it doesn't really matter, but... let's see what I can find in here. Okay. Mom's purse. Oh, fuck that shit. Ooh, it's from Rick. Hi, Jan. I got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go, so her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket, and I thought that you might be interested in. More than clearing brush in the freezing raining, right? She got invited on a date. That thought told her it'd be okay. Oh, over there. Disciplinary referral. Distribute inappropriate materials at school grounds. Phone calls to students' parents. Out of school suspension for 4 days. So their junior year in high school. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car or anything except for going to and from school. We understand that you are going through what we're going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to become or cleared while Lonnie is out of the house. This is the last roll of the matter. Get back on course so we don't have to whatever punish you again.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie?
Here we go.
And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends.
Oh my god.
You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Poor girl. To all you parents who are watching this, don't you ever fucking treat your kid like that. First off, congratulations, Janice Grinberry, Regional Director, and I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job right. You're going to take the job right? This was a question, not an exclamation point. Go. What are you waiting for in engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this outing you had with your overnight favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. You sound like you're reading a lot into the Innocent Night Out. You sure there's anything there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay. Do we have to figure out when we'll be seeing each other in person? Enough with this letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon, Carol. So mom got a promotion, and she's still probably fucking Rick. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Hi Mom and Dad. The vacation is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church has still a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics and pieces of important dead people. You should probably come too. Next step, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get on board my bull, probably. I love Katie. What does that little note say? God, no buts in heaven. Let's see what we do next. We're also looking for a combination. Ah. More creaky bullshit. combination. So mom accepted the position. Which is also closer to home. See June. Kitty comes home this month. We'll call with expected date. Rick's wedding. Anniversary trip. Oh, looks like she's getting married. Okay, so maybe it wasn't anything serious. Maybe she was just being hopeful, hoping she could be home wrecking a sledge. Unknown dimensions. First, let me say that I hope this massive find, finds you well. Hell, it feels like a golden miracle that I find you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creepy fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimensions is what you would like to call a scientist specialist publishing house. We traffic in weird and ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten in small but dedicated groups of plugged-in bibliophiles type out there of the masses marketing, shunning visionary expressions of it that refuses to be taken on anything but its own fears or tears. We have an unparalleled run since their inception 4 years ago, unearthing and revealing Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as Beastman Message from the Spokesman, It's Inside Me, and Venison Flesh Traders. But since we discovered tattered copies of your accidental series at the church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization, anxieties, and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes of modern suburban America once, but John Russell, the mild-mannered, insecure agent by day, restless history revising sociopath by night, is a twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do you want from? What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the books since the original publisher Mercury Books folded a decade ago. We want to supply a new forward for your book to approve its brand and the new editions of the Accidental Savior and the Accidental Pariah. To be produced by Unknown Dimensions as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you. And trusting your works, screaming back into the sweating palms of unsuspecting American public, it's about time. Blast off. Yada yada from Unknown Dimension. So he got a new publisher, which is awesome, and he's writing again. Alright, Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd through the 7th. We'll be camping in the gorge, but we will be giving you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $4 is on the table to order a pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Oh, I didn't see this my last playthrough. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run. My parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run of the whole house till you leave. I imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to the usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. Sam, we should... Something your parents in bed. We should do it in your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them. Lonnie, you're gross. Never change. Sam. Adorable. Adorable. God, where's the fucking combination? Okay, so that is that in here. Oh, look.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Don't lie. Hi Mom, Dad, and Sam. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It's from the strange alien world. I'm headed to my friend's destination in Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money and I'll be looking for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice, but can't wait to see you again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up. And I was finally alone.
She left without saying goodbye. So things are working out for Dad. Mom got her promotion. Looks like their marriage is revitalizing, I guess. Dear Cause, I can't tell you that the joy it is to see John's wrestle back in print. Thank you very much for seeing along copies of new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said that the Unknown Dimension isn't really in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work. has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in the manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that unknown dimension readers expect. I hope this might be setting a new direction for unknown dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I'm grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. Thanks and regards, Terrence. Alright, I think there's gonna be another one in like a second. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He'd practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement. The days where he mattered. So when the familiar rip in time opens in front of him and the handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. Your life is to save this time. The life you'll save this time will be your own. Ooh, I'd read it. I would so read that. Can't go outside, and that's the plans. So now we have to go into that creepy hallway. I really wish I could. Ooh. I really wish I could find the last codes for that safe in the basement. And then there's a wall back there that I wonder if I can get through. Just click random panels. Maybe I just don't look hard enough in the last room. Maybe it's at least in there. Oh, hell no. The food pyramid.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Attic we go. We are almost done, guys. If you don't cry at the end of this let's play, I will think you are heartless. No, I didn't. I teared up a bit, but I didn't cry. At least good. You at least have to tear up, and then I will think you're heartless, bitch. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna look for that fucking security guard for that damn safe in the basement because I want to get in there. Sam, always remember what we had. Kick ass, stay strong. Love you, Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie in my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
So no codes, that's safe. Let's see this. Here it is. This is it. This is the final log.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
That is it. That is Gone Home. This is the PC version, played at its max setting. I have not played it on my Xbox, although it is available for Xbox One and PS4 today. As of today, today. I mean, like right now, just go home and download it if you haven't played it yet. Yeah. The developers of this is Farlight, something. Yeah, just show their name on there. The developers are awesome guys. Named Steve something. Really cool guy from Washington. His next game is going to be Tacoma. It's a similar game to this, but it takes place in space. I assume it'll be kind of like a drift without dying. This is a drift where you're not dying. So, that is it. I guess we'll just let the credits finish rolling, and we will call it a stream. And my next game will probably be, I'm thinking Titan Souls. It's like Dark Souls, but it's like 8-bit and cooler. So they come out. Oxenfree comes out this week. I might play that for Let's Play, not for a whole lot of this, but kind of all depends on that. Let's see. Otherwise, I have Dark Souls 1 and 2. I've been thinking about doing a Kingdom Hearts Red Bar Sleep Let's Play. So, if you have any other suggestions as to what you would like to see, I also have Alan Wake. It's kind of been on my watch list. And if you have any questions, have you anything else you'd like to suggest for me to play for a live stream, or just a broadcast, or an upload on YouTube, whatever, shoot it in the comments, email me, tweet me, whatever. And that is that. We will let the song finish playing. Oh, that was worth the wait right there. Sam and Lonnie. I would kind of like to see a sequel to this. I know they probably will never do it, but I would like to see something like that. To kind of see where they went and what happened. Maybe like their parents, like, trying to find them. Alright. 'Tis it. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.